Today we would be discussing the poem Elegy written in a country churchyard by Thomas Gray. Now, as the title suggests, this is an elegy. We have already discussed what is elegy. For your sake, I am repeating it that elegy is a type of a poem which is reflective in nature, which has a pensive mood, and which laments a loss of a person who is dead, or loss of values, or loss of faith. There is a loss, a sense of loss, and there is sadness, a pensive mood for that loss. And the poem sings about that loss. Usually, it is written on the death of a person who was very close or who was a near and dear one of the poet, or a person who is of great acclaim, like a poet or a politician or a thinker, and the poet laments the loss of that person. Now, in this poem, Thomas Gray has written an elegy for the loss of the people who are very common, who live in villages, who live in countrysides, and who remain unsung for their lives. And in this poem, Thomas Gray has specially talked about these people and argued that nobody talks about them, nobody acknowledges the goodness or the kind deeds of these people, nobody acknowledges the hardships which these people have gone through in their life. Everybody sings of politicians, or everybody sings of kings or rulers or great poets, but nobody sings of common men, these rustic people who are living their lives unknown. And he says the tolls or the labors of these people are no less inferior to the lives of the people who have lived their life in prosperity or in fame. And that is why he makes it a point to sing for them. Now, elegy written in a country churchyard. Country churchyard means a place where a church is and where there is a graveyard. And this place, when it is there in a countryside, in a rural area, this place is not very much decorated, or it is not very prominent place. It is a silent place, and the graves over there are not pampered, or they are not very richly erected. They are graves of common people. So these graves, they are there, they lie unattended for most of the time, because these graves belong to very ordinary people, and they are relatives of ordinary people, and these people do not have much pomp and show to show their love for their parted or ones. So the poet is writing his poem in a country churchyard, where he could see the graves of lot many villagers who are lying over there, but nobody has talked about them. Nobody has sung the hardships which they had gone through. Nobody has talked about their labors. Nobody has talked about their pains. Nobody has talked about the little joys which they have shared in their lives. So the poet makes a point that he would sing for them. So in this poem, the poet has sung about these common people, and he has used the background of a churchyard to sing for them. Now, as we know, elegy is a poem which is very pensive in mood, which is very sad in mood, and this form of poem has been has its origin from Greeks and Roman, who had been writing elegiac poems, which means lament in Greek. So they are writing about them. They were writing about them and writing such type of poetry, and this type of poetry has been famous since then. Now, as the form of the poetry developed, it was not only written for the person who has departed. It was in generally written. It was also written for the loss of values. It was also written for loss of faith. It was also written for loss of religion. It was also written for loss of integrity. It was written for wars. It was written for love. So all these things, all these feelings which have a sense of deprivation, a sense of loss, a sense of something which has been taken away, or something which has been snatched away, or something which has withered with the passage of time, and something positive which has withered with the passage of time, and the loss of that something is being sung. So these poems, they are basically about deprivation. They are basically about something which was due to the society, something which was due to the poet, something which was due to an individual, but that due has been taken away from them. So this poem is on the loss, is on the loss of an individual, loss of society in general, so loss of nation in general, because elegy is also written with the topic on wars, with the topic on love. So elegy has a generalized tone as well in some poems. It talks about the great many losses, or it talks about the loss of values, or the loss of positive attitude in life. So this way we can say that elegy has taken a wider scope with the passage of time, but this particular poem and the elegy about this elegy, or the treatment of elegy in this poem, is the loss of life of the villagers who are lying over there. And at the same point of time, this poem is about about it. This poem is about a sense that one should check oneself while giving, or while defining an idea of greatness. This poem says greatness could lie in a very common way also. Greatness could lie within ordinary people also. This poem speaks about ordinary people, and this poem in fact reminds the world that the world sings praises about great warriors, or great musicians, or great poets who got chance in life to prove themselves. But these villagers did not get a chance in life to prove themselves. But at the same point of time, it saved them from many sins. So let's sing for the people who had been very innocent throughout their life, who have not committed much of things which would verge to pride, or which would verge to greed, or which would verge to arrogance. They have not behaved or acted that way. So there had been in a boon in disguise. They had been they had not been to subject to such atrocities, or subject to giving pain to others, because they were not given that much of power. So in a way, they were blessed with a boon in disguise by being very ordinary, that they did not commit any crime upon humanity, or any crime which is against the godly order. So their common life, or their ordinary life, or their simple life did not give them any chance, or that way they remained very innocent throughout their life. So their innocence has also to be sung. So with this brief introduction of the poem, I would begin with the poem in my next lecture. Line by line we would discuss this poem for your benefit. Thank you.